Kilo Tango 4 Delta Mike.
Boy, best signal I've had in a long time, sir. Where are you?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Ah, okay. I'm just across the river. I was wondering, Roger.
Yeah, brand new call sign, brand new.
Okay, seems to have some kind of a problem with your transmit there. It kind of was in and out for just a moment. Come back, and why don't you, tell me about your antenna system.
Yeah, we're running an inverted dipole, fan dipole.
Okay, give me a little bit more, and let me look around here.
Yeah,
more. Let me look around here.
Yeah, see, it's up about 35 feet high in the middle, about 10 to 15 feet high on the ends. Got a couple hundred feet of RG213 coax, and how's that there?
Yes, sir. I moved to my my Kentucky SDR up around Cincinnati to listen to you, just to make sure I'm not overloading. But I think we have a couple of things that we might be able to help you with. The first is what radio are you running today? What radio are you running today?
ICOM 7300.
All right, and you're over in Louisville, and let's see here. Hang on just a minute. Oh yes, what's the name there? Oh yes, what's the name there?
Name's Doug, D-O-U-G.
Okay, Doug, there's a couple of things. First is, normally, the first thing is we ask about the transmit bandwidth, TBW, on that 7300. It's got three options. One of those options is called wide, 100 to 2900, and we suggest you operate that transmitter in that wide mode, 100 to 2900. Roger? Transmitter in that wide mode, 100 to 2900. Roger?
Roger that, and I was hearing you talking about that with the gentleman earlier, and I went in and looked at the widths, and they were correct, but I'm not sure how you actually select that on the radio. I've not figured that out yet.
Yes, sir. Well, I think you just highlight it, and there you go. And it has three, and most, some people put the same selection, 100 to 2900, in all three selections, so it can't inadvertently find itself into a reduced transmit bandwidth other than 100 to 2900. So think about that, and your book might tell you a little bit more about how to select that or whatever. And you may be in that already, Roger. And you may be in that already, Roger.
Yeah, Roger that. I don't see, anything obvious to change that, but I'm sure it's there. I'm just not sure which one I'm using. But I think that is a good idea. I'll change the settings in all three, and that way if it gets off, it's still correct.
Yes, absolutely. And then past that, we go into our normal setup, and that is in the compressor, processor, and we're looking for about a 3 on that. I think you're hotter than that. It's either that or in your ALC. We'll touch on that later. But right now, on your compressor processor, we want you to set that at a 3. 3 out of 10, Roger. Set that at a 3. 3 out of 10, Roger.
Roger that. I am looking for the setting. I think it's like on a 5. Give me 1 second.
Roger, Roger. Roger, Roger. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. My name is Jim, and we're on the air every Friday afternoon, usually between 3:30 and 5, trying to help folks with their transmitters, getting the best signals possible out of their transmitters. Yeah, Doug, that compression selection is on the multi-button, I believe it is, and you can just select the 3 right there on with the multi-button, I believe.
Select the 3 right there on with the multi-button, I believe.
Yes, sir, you're correct. Got it. As I suspected, it was a 5, and I turned it down to a 3 there.
Yes, sir. Okay, good. Now we go to our ALC meter with mic gain in hand. And as you say the secret word audio, don't stress it, just say it like any other word in a QSO. Adjust your mic level until your ALC meter is running 2/3, Roger?
Until your ALC meter is running 2/3, Roger.
Roger that. 1 second here.
Looks like you might be hot into your ALC.
Looks like you might be hot into your ALC.
Audio. Audio.
Tell you what, Doug, let's do an experiment. Let's dump the compressor. Dump the compressor, and let's see what we got there.
The compressor. Dump the compressor, and let's see what we got there.
Audio. Compressor turned all the way down to 0. Audio.
Okay, and what's your showing on your ALC meter? Are you mid-scale to 2/3 on that?
Showing on your ALC meter, are you mid-scale to 2/3 on that?
Audio. Audio. No, we're still towards the top, and occasionally, I guess, goes past the edge a little bit.
Okay, so where is your mic level control sitting? What number? Are you like 50, 40, 30 on your mic level?
Are you like 50, 40, 30 on your mic level?
Okay, pull that down to about 35. Pull that down to about 35, and then put your compressor back in the circuit. Compressor back in the circuit. Mic level control at 35, and let me listen to you.
Circuit. Mic level control at 35, and let me listen to you.
And to be clear, is that speech level or mic level? I was looking at speech level.
This is the one that's on the multi-button. It's got your compressor. It's got your mic level, and I forget all what's on that button. It's a round button, I think.
No, I forget all what's on that button. It's a round button, I think.
Okay, yeah, that's on 50% for sure. Yeah.
All right, so let's see here. Let's go ahead now and take that compressor off. And I just want to look at your audio with the compressor off and standing audio without any audio. In other words, what suck-up does it do when you key without speaking, Roger?
When you key without speaking, Roger.
Okay, and your compressor is off, Roger.
Okay, and your compressor is off, Roger.
Yes, sir. Compressor's off. Mic gain is at 40 now.
That sounds pretty good. It does suck up more than what I would like, but it's a slow suck up. So unless you die on the mic, one would never hear that. And you do sound really good, just like you are now, Roger.
And you do sound really good, just like you are now, Roger.
Roger that. Now, I know there's a gain on the bottom of this. I've got like a SM50 desktop mic. There's a gain on the bottom of that as well. So I think it was, probably like 80% or something. So I had to kind of choose between the two, but never really had anybody to tell me how it sounded.
Yes, sir. Well, the whole idea with that mic then is what you want to do is set your mic level, your internal mic level, at mid-scale, and then go on to your external mic control volume and take it down to where you have a good reading on your ALC meter. What that is doing is making your input level more perfect for that transmitter. In other words, you put your normal mic gain in a middle position, so it's a nominal input level that it wants to see. So you're not overdriving. With an outboard electronic device, you can easily overdrive your mic preamp. Because it wants to see a certain level. So when you put that mic volume control in the middle, it's looking for a nominal input. So you put the mic gain on a 5, your internal mic gain on a 5, and then adjust your preamp level on your external microphone as to the proper level on your ALC, Roger?
As to the proper level on your ALC, Roger?
Roger that. Okay. You're saying it's sounding pretty good right now. Should I start over and set the mic gain in the radio right back to 50 and then adjust the desktop mic down a little bit?
Well, I would, because then you would have a little leeway as far as distortion and overdrive, because your nominal input level, so you're not up against the wall. You have some leeway there that you're not going to have distortion. Whereas if you're nominally up against the wall and then you do have some transients, it's going to distort. So I would go back to the point where your internal microphone is on 5. Internal microphone is on 5. Take your preamp out of the circuit. Your compressor out of the circuit, and just put your internal mic level to a 5, and then adjust your outward mic level to where you have a good reading, like 2/3 on your ALC meter.
To where you have a good reading, like 2/3 on your ALC meter.
All right, I made an adjustment there. The radio is back to 50%, and I turned down the gain on the desktop mic, and looks like on the ALC now we're probably 50% most of the time. Sometimes we're bumping up to like 60 to 70%, but most of the time it's like right now it's right about 50%.
All righty, now go ahead and turn your compressor on to a 3. Compression on at a 3.
To a 3. Compression on at a 3.
Okay, that's compression on to a 3.
Okay, and then tell me about the best thing you like about your 7300.
Okay, and then tell me about the best thing you like about your 7300.
I'm going to say, using the CB radio back 20, 30 years ago, I love having the waterfall, being able to see activity on the different bands. And once you learn where the settings are, you know, the layout of the radio is pretty good. So I'm brand new to the radio, so everything I touch is something new. So I really do appreciate your feedback and experience on the subject, helping me get this thing dialed in. It's really great. Can't wait to listen on YouTube and see how it sounds before and after.
Yes, sir. Now, I'm on my local antenna, and for all practical purposes, my antenna and your antenna are connected. I mean, you're like about 40 over on my but I don't have, I'm so light in my front end, I can't use my S-meter because, I have reduced RF just to keep things as clean as possible and avoid overload. But you are, like I say, our antennas are just almost together. So I'm looking at your audio curve on a spectrum analyzer, and I'm listening to it on a monitor system that goes down to about 40 cycles. It has a subwoofer that'll take it down to 40 cycles. So I'm seeing and hearing your whole signal. And it seems to me that you're not quite balanced as far as bottom to top. And you have a very simplified EQ situation with your 7300 tone control. So if you could go to your tone control for just a minute, I think we can take care of that real easily.
All right, 1 second there. Let me get back in the menu. Okay, right now the transmit bass is on +2, transmit treble is on +2.
Okay, so we want the treble to go up to, say, +4, treble boost to 4, and your bass to a -2, and let's just see what that does. Roger?
Roger that. Transmit bass -2, transmit treble +4.
Okay, you can come up on your bass one click to a -1 rather.
Transmit bass -1, transmit treble +4.
Sounds good. Now let's go to back to our ALC. Anytime you make a rather large corrections to your EQ, you need to go back to your ALC and double check that that's at the sweet spot. You may have to boost your level just a little bit. So as you say the word audio, now adjust your mic gain control until your ALC meter is in the sweet spot, 2/3.
Audio. 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 I'm going to say it's pretty good there. It's averaging out, right in that area, 2/3.
Roger. It seems to me to be a little light. What is your mic gain control setting on your radio?
50%.
That's right. Okay, so just out of curiosity, let's run that up to 75%, and let me listen to you.
75% mic gain. Audio. 75% mic gain. Audio.
And how does that look on your ALC meter?
It looks good on the meter. Yeah, it looks really good. Probably about 2/3 of the way, maybe 3/4 sometimes.
Okay, it sounds good here, looks good here. So what I would suggest would be to leave your ALC meter out as you're talking to your friends and neighbors around the world. And, try to keep that in transmit, try to keep that ALC meter in the sweet spot of 2/3 by just your voice. You might have to kick your mic gain control around just a little bit to just precisely get it. But it's all a matter of, right now you're kind of timid in your delivery. And so as your tempo of delivery comes up, that meter your ALC meter will tend to stay up in the sweet spot. Roger?
Roger that. Yeah, I have to kind of work it there to keep it up at that level. I just adjusted it up here on the desktop mic. It looks like it's staying closer to 3/4, or maybe still could go up just a little bit whenever I'm talking normal.
Roger. When you speak slowly, it's very hard to set that level. But the best way was use the word audio. Audio. Don't stress it. Just say it like any other word in a QSO, and that's the easiest way to set that level.
All right, here. Audio. Audio. Audio.
And let me hear you now.
Okay, one little adjustment there. Audio. Audio. Audio.
All right, tell me about your antenna system now.
Okay, we have an inverted dipole. It's a fan dipole. So, I believe I get 40 meter, 80 meter, all the way down to 10 meter.
Okay, try coming in on that mic just a little bit. Let me hear you. Just everything the same. Just come in. How far are you off mic now, away from the mic? You're about 5 inches or so?
Well, whenever I was reading off the different bands, I was kind of leaning back and talking a little bit there. Right now, I'm about 4 to 6 inches away from the mic.
Okay, cut that to 2 inches, and let me hear you at 2 inches.
Okay, here we go, 2 inches away from the mic. 2 inches away.
Oh, that's beautiful. Just disregard everything. Just run it just like that. Don't do anything else. Just run it like that. And why don't you tell me something of your choice here for about 10 or 15 seconds so I have a great recording for you, Roger?
Don't fix it.
Roger that, roger that. Well, I've been spending past 2 to 3 months evenings studying for all the exams. I did the technician and did all 3 of them, and then bought this ICOM 7300 on the recommendation of a friend. Really enjoying it so far, having a great time, and looking forward to meeting more people on the radio. Roger that.
Roger, Doug. Yeah, I would run it just exactly like that. And if you'd like to hear it, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, it'll take you to this recording, and it'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3200, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Roger that. I do appreciate all your help getting this radio dialed in. KT4DM. I'll be standing by and listening to some others get some assistance. Thank you a bunch.
Okay, that's N4RBL has been listening to you, and you sound broadcast quality there. Name is Joe Juliet Oscar Echo. The call sign, November 4, Romeo Bravo Lima.
Have you got a fan running in the background?
Who is that speaking?
Well, I don't know if you're talking about me, but I've been listening to you for a couple minutes here. The name is Joe, Juliet Oscar Echo, the call sign, November 4, Romeo Bravo Lima.
Roger, Romeo Bravo Lima. I appreciate your input, sir. I think you are absolutely correct. Doug has got just a beautiful signal. Now, Doug, there's one other thing that you could do that would just be outstanding, and that would be to get yourself a foam windscreen to slip over that microphone. Then you would be perfect. Just get it, you can get it at your local music store or Amazon Prime or somewhere. They're only about $4 or $5. Just slip it over, get it and slip it over that microphone. It cuts down all the transients and pops and all that stuff, and you would be just perfect. Roger?
Roger that. I will get that on order today. Thanks again.
Yes, sir, and your choice of colors. And don't be a stranger, Doug. We're on every Friday from 3:30 till 5. Roger?
Roger that. I'll definitely tune in. A lot to learn, and having a good time doing it. So, thanks. And I'll talk to you next Friday.
Roger, Doug, 73, sir. You have a great afternoon and a beautiful weekend. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.